I'm sitting here staring blankly at the screen, wondering what's going on. Let me see who's here. Just give me a moment. How's everyone's day going? Let's see. We have Michael. Michael says, "Hey there, Yogi. Hope you have a great day." Thank you, Michael. It's been a pretty good day so far. And Sniper's here. What's up, Sniper? Greetings, Michael and Eric and Brian Lane. Brian says Eric Sniper was the one who identified those turtles in your phone and your pond. He started out the video and started rocking his head at them. Wow, nice. And that's the same kind of turtle that Snuppy is. Hey, Kat. Hey, guys in the chat. Have you ever had a chance to hang out with Brian Lane and his turtles? I've always loved turtles. My entire life. They're fascinating. Low heart rate. They live for such a long time. They are truly yogis. So, more so than owls. However, hey, Nightmare, thank you so much. Nightmare has renewed his membership. I don't know what this is, but I did it anyway. What's up, Sir Yogi in chat? I appreciate it. It's nice to have you member. Hey, Kobe. Kobe says, hey, Yogi. Kobe, my friend, how are you? Anyway, I've always loved turtles. But I never thought about turtles being affectionate, especially towards people, until I watched Brian and his turtles and how affectionate they are to him. Hey, Willa. So Kobe or Snuppy is a free-toed box turtle. Everyone is saying hi. Kat, how are you? This is your last day off, right, Kat? Hey, Jamie. Everyone is saying hi. And well, this is early. We get lightning and we get love, which can only mean one thing. It can mean two things. Either the Flash is here, or the amazing, energetic Joshua is in the house. Who says, how are you, Yogi? I'm good. Hey, Sebastian. Home Slice and Skull says, hey, y'all. Hey, Home Slice. And now we have the Skull and Lightning. Spooky stuff, guys. It would be spooky stuff, except we know that no one has a better heart than our friend Joshua. Home Slice and Skillet Show. I am just subscribed to you. This is their channel, guys. What fresh hell will happen today? Just scroll through the videos for the daily shenanigans from a couple of bouncy balls in a box. Enjoy. Well, hey, there's two things that I enjoy more than anything. Bouncy balls and a box. You put those together, man, I'm a happy guy. So, you have gained a new subscriber, my friend. Maybe you can get a couple more if you guys want to visit our new friend, Home Slice and Skillet Show. Hope you hang out for just a little bit. Home Slice says, thank you. You're welcome, my friend. Kat says, yes, I'll go back tomorrow, but I should start getting my regular 3 days off in a row soon again. Nice. Sebastian says, hey, Lucy, I love the unicorn emoji. Hope you're well. Hey, Lucy. Lucy, I was hanging out on your live stream. I had it up pretty much the entire time, but I wasn't always present. Brian says, my turtles live more on land like a tortoise, but they are still more related to the aquatic turtles. Mine are. Got you. Homestay says, got you too. Nice. Hopefully, you know, like I said, we'll make it worth your while hanging out for a little bit. We'll get you some new subscribers, more than subscribers. I don't have, well, I do have subscribers. But more importantly, and the people that you see here, we have supporters supporting each other. I'm so happy to support every single person here in the live stream, and that includes you too, my friend. Sebastian says just subbed. Sniper says number 341. Brian says hello, home slice. Lucy says she's doing well. Sebastian, how are you? It's a good question. How are you, Sebastian? Bill says rubbish. I can't move my hand. But how is everyone? What's going on with your hand? And how's your guinea pig? Let's see. Lisa says, thanks, Yogi Eric. Appreciate you. Absolutely, my friend. I love your message. Let's see. Home Slice says, me too, Yoda, and I support the heck out of my supporters. I'm on it like white on rice. Nice. Joshua says, hello, everyone here. New Orleans. Awesome. I haven't been there, but from all I hear, it's a pretty awesome town, pretty awesome city. Brian says, so I'm drinking some decaf coffee now. Hey, Brian, have you ever thought about just like 1 cup a day? I know you get up often around the same time that I do. Sebastian says, say, Yogi, I'm okay, trying to eat better now. Good. Remember what I was saying, though? It's more important what you add in, especially when you start, than it is what you take out. For one, it'll feel like you're on a diet. It'll feel like you're depriving yourself. No one's ever deprived by adding something in their diet. Oatmeal, half a cup of legume of your choice. Obviously, mine is lentils. I do like chickpeas too. And big bowl of greens and an apple before your biggest meal of the day. Willa says, I self-harmed because I was so scared of Rusty. I had to leave her overnight. Have you heard any news about it? Have you heard any news about Rusty? Homeside says, I'm just staring love. Appreciated. Joshua says, Willow, I will show you something soon. Joshua says, Willow, I understand. Danny says hi to everyone. Thanks, Danny. Willow, are you going to need to see a doctor? Homeschool says, love oatmeal, love fresh food, y'all. Me too. I have oatmeal twice a day. Joshua says, Yogi, I will come up in a few minutes and show y'all something. Okay. Joshua says, Willow, we are here for you. Are you live later? Danny says hi to Michael. Sebastian says, Yogi, how's your weather? Has it cooled a little? It has cooled. Today's a high of 54. Yesterday and today are cool, and then it's back up to 80 tomorrow. Weird weather for March, early April. Let's see. It's windy here in NOLA. You guys got some snow this winter. Will says, well, I should, but I can't go back there. Can you find a new place to go? Joshua says, Will, I feel your pain. Brian waves at Danny. So did I miss it? Are you going to get any news? Joshua said, I truly feel your pain. You will know why soon. And Homesize says, sorry, my thumbs are broken at this point. Typing. Awesome. 2 times a day. Yep. And then I'm a Whole Foods plant-based vegan. However, don't let that scare you away. Don't don't run away just because I said the V word. Um, I do talk about it fairly often, but I've never once said to anyone, "You should be this. You should be that." You should be exactly as you are. And if you need to make or you want to make changes, you'll figure what they're out without me telling you what they are. For one, how would I know? Brian says we got 74 here, and windy, cloudy, supposed to storm. Hope not too bad. Especially says really fantastic with the animals. It's very inspiring. And Home Slice says, yes, it snowed so much. Never seen that in Louisiana. NOLA. We took the airboats and played in the snow. Nice. How unprepared were you for that? Did you have like any winter gear at all? Danny says to Willa, I hope you get better. Hope you get better. Me too. Willa says she's I still don't know how to put this in words, but Yogi, don't read my next comment after this. It's not the nicest. Just told me after you read it. After and yes. Okay. Kobe says I enjoyed the live yesterday, Willow, and are you going to live again today? Homestay says love that name, Sweating. Hey Adam, Sweating and Smiling is here. How's the training going? Jamie says hi everyone. What's up, Jamie? Homestay says the wind is so bad a gator just flew by. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by a wind-blown gator. What's up, Dan? Dan, how's your training going? Simple says, Eric, question. Is there a mention in the book Miracles about risk? Not per se. Not really. What are you thinking, Sniper? Homestay says, yes, I prep like a beast, adrenaline running and all. Well, that's one thing you're prepared for is power going out, for sure. Got you, Willow. I hope they are fixing everything. Yeah, Homeslice says we have to keep all of our supplies up and running for hurricanes. Yeah, you guys are probably one of the most best prepared states. The risk of letting go. Um, well, surrender is a big thing. And in the section of manual for teachers, they talk about um, the stages of trust that we go through. And it does paint a difficult period of time. I can read some of that if you want. Foreman says, haven't trained today yet. You going to? Which is kind of a silly question. Dan pretty much almost always works out every day. Uh, other than that, getting stronger. Homestead says, now I want oatmeal. Yeah, my next bowl will come up after this live stream. I've described it before. It's a big bowl, and it's got walnuts, it's got flaxseed, it's got a little bit of preserves in it just to keep it from getting too dry. Then it's got, depending on the time of day, 1 to 2 to 3 bananas. Did I mention walnuts already? And on top of that, oh, 1 to 2 sliced or cut up dates, and then some type of frozen berry on top. Usually blueberries in the morning and then a mixture in the evening. You know, I like getting fancy sometimes. Let's see. Willis says, that's all I know so far now. I'm waiting for a phone call for the vets to be able to go and pick Rusty up. Gotcha. 250 five counts this morning. Wow. Man, you upped your game. Where'd that energy come from? Thanks for the update, Willa. Hurricane Ida had me in the dark for 21 days. But the night sky was amazing, and I would do it again to see the stars. Man, what a beautiful outlook. Stephen says, greeting poor man and Sputton. Dan says probably be picking up 500 soon on lap bar. Got 6 reps, 4 or 5. Wow. 4 or 5 to 6 is awesome. Sebastian says, Yogi, how's Mocha's training coming along? Pretty good. She's an old hand at the kettlebells. She's just a little out of practice. She got certified the same time I did, back in 2004. Actually, yeah, I think our first certification was in 2003. And then we got certified through the World Kettlebell Association, World Kettlebell Club, 2004. She's done just about all of the ultras that I've done, with the exception of she never finished 100 yet. She might. She's done a couple 100Ks. Will says, we'll see if Rusty is okay then. I don't know, but probably later, Sebastian. No promises though. Hey, Food Season, how are you? Village Food is here, says, hello, Sir Yogi. Hello, my friend. Thanks for coming in. Homesite says, love you, Al Short. Thanks. Man, I got some really nice ones today because I was up close. Here's my problem. They sit up high in a tree, and I'm at this angle, and it's windy. My hand's shaking. But this one, this morning, was low in a tree, and it was a little bit lighter. So I got some awesome shots. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. Jamie says, I just uploaded a short of me doing pull-ups. Did 6 kinds of pull-ups? Or you got 6 reps? Remember you talking about being a little difficult because you're taller. When you think about it, it's an extra weight from the waist down that you're pulling up. Jamie, I'll check it out. For some reason, I don't see your shorts. I only see your lives. But I'll try to fix that today. Are you going live again today at I think it's 2:00 my time. Dan says taking about 4 or 5 days between weight sessions. Yeah, that's a good idea. Hey, Nikki Lee. Nikki, thank you so much for those kind words. Was it yesterday morning? Really appreciate that. Homesite says, thank you. I like to see the positive. There are no mistakes, just lessons and sharing life. I love y'all. Beautiful. We talked about that earlier today. We talked about it yesterday as well. Willa says, thanks, Sebastian. Kirby says, I enjoy seeing the animals, Willa. Yeah, it's a really nice way to spend an hour or so. I agree, Kobe. Willa says, thanks, Kobe. Homesite says, I threw up the hearts. Just wanted to know if it makes a difference or not. Yes, it does. It's always much appreciated. It's nice to know that it's appreciated because it's nice to know that we're appreciated. You know what I mean? It's nice to know that maybe I said something that resonated, or maybe people appreciate it when I stop talking, or just to be appreciated. Jimmy says, yes, I will. All right. So when I see you live, I'm going to visit, but then I'm going to click over and check out your shorts. That sounded weird. I'm going to check out your short videos. Nikki says, I always give respect and love to all. You certainly do, and I appreciate that. Let's see. Homesick says Snow White moments for sure. Where y'all from? I am from. Well, I was born in Pennsylvania, but I grew up and still live in Maryland. But we got people representing all over the world. Great Britain is definitely represented here. Sniper says Jamie Brown, I guess 5.95 reps, hard with the leg room. You checked it out, Sniper? Hey, Susan. Susan says, so hosts, hope you're doing good today. I am, my friend. How are you? We will still work on your watch hours. Guys, we're hoping to get Susan within 5 months to get her minimum 3K. If anyone can help with that, run her playlist. If anyone else is working on getting monetized, let us know and we'll do our best. Phil says, night, but see you later live, my friend. You got to take off, Willow? Let's see. Homesite says, my hoot owls hoot all night and the flybys over my head. It's amazing. Yeah, I've had a few fly really close to my head. Willow says, oops, over that. Sorry, guys. Oop, I'm way behind. Apologize. Susan says, slow hosts, hope you're doing good today. I am, my friend. Willow says, so I just got a phone call from the vet. Got to go. You don't know how happy I am to hear that the vets say, come and pick up. I know. I can imagine how happy you are. I will hopefully be back after I pick her up. Sorry I couldn't stay there like last. That's okay. Hey, Miss Flipper. Jamie is laughing. Not that, hey, Jamie, I'm sure you're wearing great shorts and I'd be happy to check them out. I just wanted you to know that's not exactly what I meant. Homesick says, I'm all sunshine and roses because life is hard and my job on this planet is to show love and care. Mine too. My only function of life is to be kind. Kirby says, I enjoyed your workout with the kettlebells, Eric. Thanks, Kirby. I appreciate hearing that. They are tough. I trained for competitive kettlebell sport for almost 10 years before I took up ultra running. I couldn't balance both. Too many miles for ultra running. However, that training for kettlebell sport left me in great shape. When I decided to do my first ultra race, 50K, it was in May, and my first race was in at the end of November. Um, and I was going to hire someone to train me for ultra running, or at least help me with a plan. And he said, "You can't do it. It's too short of a time." Um, and then he suggested, "Hey, I will if you go ahead and pay me, and I'll write up a plan for you." I thought, well, if you don't think I can do it, I can fail on my own. I don't need to pay someone to show me how to fail. I'm perfectly capable of doing that. But I actually ended up doing it in about 5 hours and 40 minutes on a very hilly course. I was stung by bees, ground hornets 9 times my first race. You don't know why I signed up for another one after that. But then 110, 120 some races later, here I am. Jesus says hi to everyone. So thank you, Kobe. Miss Ripple says slow to Jamie and Sniper. Ashley says, Rolo, I'm so pleased for you. Me too. Let's see. Homeslice says Gen X here, and love that you have all the books on the shelves. Thank you. I am Gen X myself. I'm first wave Gen X. I slid right in. Jesus says I'm good. I thank God. I thank God. I thank God too that you are well. Sweat is Falling says another T-shirt. People appreciate me when when I stop talking. Man, awesome suggestions. I got to find a way to get this rolling. The other suggestion from Adams, sweating and smiling together, was yesterday morning. I make my living being kind, or I earn my living being kind. Homeslice says that's the part I love. Everyone all over the world, it's amazing. It is. I love being on YouTube. Danny saying hi to everyone. Danny, how are you? How's the weather up with you? Special says Kobe, we can look and buying some and doing some workouts. I know he was keen. That would be awesome. And I would make some introduction videos. Hey Anna. Hey Sherry, how are you? Rhea quote says, Judy here. I need to apologize to her if she is here. She is not here. She went to the vets. Homestead says, love to train, but never could run like my parents. They did marathons. I did 10Ks. Hey, you know what? I found 5Ks and 10Ks and half marathons harder, tougher than doing a 100-mile race. 100-mile race, I spent all day out in the woods. I ran, I ate, I talked with friends. I ran along in silence. I ran along in conversation. The day went by. But man, you're doing a 5K or 10K, you're all out running. It's intense. Tempest is very quote. She's been and gone. She'll probably be back next live stream later. Danny says, it's up to you, Sherry Vlog. Sebastian says, Anna, how are you? So, I normally wait normally. I don't do anything normally. I don't do anything normal, I should say. But generally speaking, we wait a little bit before making someone a mod. But to make it easier, home sites, if you want to connect with people and it's easier for them to connect with you, I'm enjoying our conversation. Chris says, is the guinea pig okay? And it is. Cypress says, yes. Yes, he is. Professor says, I'm good, Anna. Better for being here. Thank you. So normally it is our friend Willow who will ask for some breath work. But if anyone does want to do some breath work, just let me know. Lucy says, usually I am, Sebastian. I did get through a cray period. That Lucy is scary. We've all been there. Rhea says, okay. Sebastian, oops, I read that. Homestead says, that's what I do too. I don't make a living yet, but it's about making people smile. Brings me joy. Here's a question. Is that your goal to get monetized? And if it is, we can help you. I mean, technically, like, the technical stuff, that I can't help you with. But in helping you get some watch hours and in helping you get some subscribers, that part we can help. Sebastian says, you see, I have my off days. We all do. So here's something that you guys aren't going to be happy about to hear. Happy birthday, Yogi Bear. What's up, Jace? Thank you, my friend. Everyone's saying hi. Danny says, Yogi, it's 55 and sunny afternoon. We're getting light rain. That's about, we don't have the rain yet, but we're supposed to get it. Michael says, I'm down for the breath work. All right. Hey, Jace, you going live? So we're almost at the half-hour mark. Just hit the half-hour mark. I'm going to be live for a half an hour more. And then we're going to watch Jamie Brown. Maybe we're going to watch Jace. Let us know. Banana says, my goal is to get monetized. We'll help you, Banana.
What's up?
Jace?
What's up there, Eric? I was waiting for you to say it. I was on cue as well. I thought timing's just, obviously, we might have a little bit of interaction with the delay in signal, so I can allow for that slight misjudgment of timing, as they say.
Yeah.
Much greetings, much love, much kindness to everybody. You're all amazing, you people are. And it goes a little something like this. Well, happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday, Yogi. Happy birthday, yo, 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 yo. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Jace.
Happy hump day, people. Some nice positive energy. And what's the date today?
Wednesday.
Happy birthday. How long have we got to wait until the next one?
The next birthday?
Sheena.
Hey, Sheena.
Yeah, when's your next birthday?
April 17th.
Tomorrow!
I knew that was coming. Hey, have you met our new friend? Home Slice and Skullet Show?
No, but I'm on it. Yes, I will make that connection as soon as I've hung up from here. But yes, Jamie's doing pull-ups as well.
Yep.
Everybody seems to be doing advanced exercises, which is good. Lucy, oh yeah,
Hey.
good. Daisy, I've learned something as well. So obviously, us old boys, we can learn new skills, as they say. Show me a heart. Show me a heart with your fingers.
Oh, I cannot do that. I don't think so.
Wait. We've been doing it backwards all along. So what we were trying to do was picture what was looking at us. Watch this.
Hey, that's pretty nice.
Right, do that. Put two fingers together.
I think I'd have to stand up.
No, just put two fingers and now bring them up into a V and just make the joint. Now put your thumbs down. Lower the thumbs. Invert the thumbs. Keep going, down.
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
That doesn't look like a heart. That doesn't look like a heart at all.
No, you managed to do that. Yes.
I think I made a different body part here, Jace.
You've sort of well, Eric, sir, this is supposed to be a family-friendly show. Let's now bring those fingers back apart. We'll go back to the spade and then make it into that heart. But anyway, I learned how to do it earlier. I was like, oh, I like that. That looks good.
I can't believe you're making me do obscene gestures on my own channel.
It was teaching you new tricks. It was what it was all about. And obviously, I could insult you for the $20 now, but I'll keep them in the back pocket for next time.
Don't go anywhere. Home Slice and Skullet. This is our good friend, our brother Jace. He has some of the most planned out, sophisticated training on all of YouTube. If you're looking for online training to follow along with to get in the best shape of your life, this is the man right here. This is why I needed to give you a shout out, Jace.
51.
You should have seen him when he was 50.
Yeah, I was half the size. My shoulders. Got these things starting to appear up here. So where did traps? Where did they come from? But yeah, sunshine as well. Pull-ups. Jamie Brown was on about pull-ups. Now we all know that with the pull-ups, the secret is just practice. She cooks.
Hey, she cooks. How are you, my friend?
So we just demonstrate. It's all about variation. If you can put some variation in there, it's the best way to get all the different muscle groups. So close grip, those hands together, get them
Hey, Daisy.
together. Especially if you want to develop the old pretty muscle. That's the main one, developing that. And it's just nice and slow. And do a hold at the top. That hold at the top will actually build the strength. So you can just go through the reps. It should just be nice and controlled. What did Jamie do? 5? 3. I'm not sure how many I can do. It'd be interesting. 5. 6. How many do you reckon I'm going to get to, Eric?
What's that?
How many do you reckon I'll make? 7?
I bet you could get a minimum 12.
8?
Maybe even 15.
No,
Thank you so much for those kind words. She cooks. Hi, Destiny.
I'll just do the 10. Shoulders are tight. Ugh. I had to pull for the 10.
Nice. Look pretty effortless.
Just control. Just about keeping that control, keeping that breathing. And obviously that's something we learn as we practice. It just gets better and stronger.
Hey, Timo.
Right.
Optimox here.
Timo! I'm going to love and leave you then. But as always, happy birthday. I shall be back with another song tomorrow.
Are you going live?
Maybe. I've not decided yet.
Okay, if you decide before the end of the live stream, let us know so we can head on over.
No problem.
Awesome.
Catch you in a bit.
Yep. Thank you, Jace.
Bye.
Our good friend Jace. For the record, guys, it's not my birthday. Just for the record, it's not my birthday. Let me see if I missed anyone. And if I did, I apologize, but we're going to catch up. Thank you guys for being here. Much appreciated. Share Bear. Thank you, Share Bear. Why are you not a moderator? Oh, this is a support channel? Is this one of your support ones? Let's see. Michael says, how's the weather out your way, Yogi? 75 degrees and there's 20 miles an hour winds. Nice day to do some recording for my ghost stories. It's cooler here. It is about 55 degrees. Jace renewed his membership. Thank you, Jace. Much appreciated. The membership is chugging along. Homestead says, Galactica. That's awesome. Can't even do one. Hey, follow along with Jace. He'll help you reach all of your goals, all of your fitness goals. Hey, She Cooks and Roast, how are you? Let's see. Kat says, good to see you, Danny. I wondered about you. What's up, Danny? Danny, the Singamania is here. Danny, how you been feeling? Can you put his link up for Jace? Unfortunately, I can't because I'm on my desktop and it'll just bring you back to my channel. But hey, wait a minute. Home Slice, you are now a moderator. So if you click on Jace, if you click on his blue, it'll bring up his channel. Danny says, sorry, Kat, very busy days, 7 days a week working. How are you? Wow, that's a lot. I hope things get a little easier for you. Nima says, hi, it's first time. See you. How are you? Nima, I'm doing pretty well, my friend. How are you? Appreciate you coming in. Give me a second, guys. Let's check out Nima real quick. Nima, I just subscribed to you. Awesome. Homeslice says, got it. Jace says, Homeslice just connected. Lisa says, I'm doing well. How are you, Michael? Daisy says hi to Cat and Jack. Jose says connected. Awesome. Jamie says hi to everyone. Hey, so speaking of great training channels, Jamie Brown, Home Slice. Jamie Brown is very innovative. I've seen him do all kinds of new movements, which is amazing because you would think everything's been invented, right? But I've seen Jamie do some new movements with bands. He does some resistance training with weighted packs, lots of body weight stuff. Plus, just excellent conversations. Farmer Josie is here. Hey, Farmer Josie, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Eva says, where are you from? I'm from the United States, East Coast, Mid-Atlantic area. Small little state, Maryland. How about you, my friend? Eva says, subscribe to you. Thanks. Much appreciated. We're just talking, Nima. Monkey says he's doing great. Just sitting the historical research again for claims on hauntings. So, Michael, when did you say your next episode is? Anna says, welcome in the chat. Lisa says, I love paranormal stuff, Michael. Danny says, 11 more subs for me to hit the 1.2K subscribers. Hey, is anyone here not subscribed to Danny the Singer Mandy? Kat says, Daisy May. Hey, guys, our friend Destiny is in the house. Can you help her celebrate? Her short. There is no name that begins with an S in the Bible, although there is, and she shows you. Hit 1 million. 1 million views. That's so awesome. Michael says, if you like ghost stories based on actual claims, I'm your guy. Just started season 2. Yesterday was the start. Jamie says, thanks, Yogi. You're welcome, Jamie. Man, you deserve the shout out. You put in quality work. You're very engaging on your live streams. Farmer says, thanks, I'm good. Let's see. Nima says, I'm from Tehran, Iran. Well, welcome. Appreciate you being here. Homesite says, sorry, phone died. Had to switch to iPad. Homesite says, me too. Hey, relaxing. Nice to see you, my friend. Michael says, already posted it, Yogi. Got you. You want to share the link? Jay says, congratulations, Destiny. Yeah, 1 million views. Danny waves at relaxing. Daisy says, Jamie is great. Definitely, Daisy. But hey, it takes greatness to recognize greatness. And Daisy May, pull up a chair, hang out with Daisy. That's what it is. Daisy's channel. Pull up a chair and hang out and have a great conversation. Do some puzzles. Same with Nature's Dog Realms. I love both of those channels. And Cat and Jack. I'm really appreciating. I don't always make it to Cat and Jack's live streams. Generally, she goes on after I end my live stream, so different hours. But I do catch up, and I was catching up with your last night one. I love sitting out on the deck. Mountains in the distance, bird songs. Yesterday we had Jack doing a little bit of barking. Danny says, Yogi, Madface needs breath work. Madface does need breath work. It's a good observation, Danny. Michael drops the link for his new episode, guys. Let's see. Homesite says, that's a lot of hard work, Destiny, and congrats to you. And he says, Michael, love your channel. Hey, Songahan. Songahan, how are you? And speaking of live streams, our friend Lucy did an epic live stream again. How she can do those 4-hour live streams and seem just as fresh and enthusiastic. Hey, Nightmare. All right. Let me give one more shout out because it's due. One more big shout out. She cooks, she roasts. Because I was speaking of energy. I can guarantee you there is no more energetic. She cooks and she roasts. Are you still here? There's no more energetic person on YouTube. Period. And I think everyone here in the chat could definitely back me up on this. Kat says, thank you, Yogi. Thank you, Kat. It's an awesomely calm time. And you know what? To offer someone a moment of calm. What did Jon Stewart used to call it? A moment of Zen. It's a little haven. And we all need that these days. Oh, She Cooks and Roasts is here. Says, yes, Lucy. Yes, Princess Lucy. I'm doing princess dresses all this month. Kat says, she cooks is the comedic queen. I aspire to be just like her. Absolutely awesome. I'd like to see that, Kat. I'll be honest. In my heart, I have this little wish. I want Kat and Jack to be the ukulele queen of YouTube. The ukulele comedic. Thank you, Jace. Jace says, birthday lentil fun for Yogi. Much, much appreciated. And it does go to lentils, guys. It does go to keeping food in the belly and a roof over our head. Daisy says, roast, sorry, typo. Daisy says, she's so creative, brilliant. She is, and very engaging. She's another one that just, man, treats you like a long lost family member. When you show up on the live stream, you're rushed in, a chair is pulled out, you're asked to sit, and then she just makes you feel great. Foreman says, gotta rip this old water heater out today. Might not work out at all. That would be a workout right there. So much to do. When's it coming, Dan? She cooks and roasts, sends some loves to Kat. Lisa says, nice. She cooks, she roasts. Mike says, left a comment on one of the shorts. The sport chick had me laughing. Michael says, art, swamp, life, support, all that weird stuff. Jace. And 2, bananas. Thank you so much, my friend. You gotta have the bananas. Thank you. I am always, always touched and overwhelmed by the goodness of my friends. I always love Goga. Calls them blessings. Thank you for the blessings. And I love that. I'm going to borrow that from Goga. Jace, thank you for the blessings. She Cooks the Roast says, I love the space that you guys create. I'm with you on that, She Cooks. Got some awesome people here. Kat says, She Cooks is going to be huge. No doubt. Kat says, remember me when you're famous, She Cooks. And nuts. Thank you, Jace. I mentioned before, I eat 3 kinds of nuts. Walnuts for my oatmeal, almonds, and 1 Brazil nut. Not that I'm opposed to eating other kinds, but those are the staple. Anna says, I've subscribed to Cat and Jack. Thanks, Anna. Let's see. Dan says, supposed to be here Friday. Had a special order from those. Homeslice says, love that. Love, she cooks and roasts. Kat says, I think Yogi has plenty of nuts right here in this chat room. Agreed. Agreed. Nightmare says, don't forget the nuts. You can't forget the nuts. Let's see. Danny says, how was your oatmeal this morning? Danny, my oatmeal this morning was excellent. Thank you for asking. Nightmare says, Yogi, not at 1 million subs. It's diabolical. I say we protest. Well, thank you so much. Nightmare, I appreciate that. Hey, Nightmare, by the way, I am up on X, Twitter. If you look me up, Eric McCarty. Probably a lot of Eric McCartys. You'll recognize me. Homeslice says, of the energy in this chat live. This is you're catching us on a good day. It's always pretty good. Chestnut roll, better than no nuts. Agreed. Thank you so much, Jace. I give our friend Lever Toy Pups, who's another one, big celebration, hitting 40K subs. Here's why you hear her say super chat, hit the super chat. It's not so much about the money, it's the message that you can leave. It stands out, and it's always such awesome messages. Thank you, guys. Let's see. I prefer pecans and pistachios, but pistachios are too dadgum expensive. Dadgum it all. I like pecans or do you say pecans? I know in the South it's pecans, right? Thank you for the gift. We get a gift from our friend She Cooks and Roasts. Thank you so much. She says, it's your birthday. Thank you again, She Cooks and Roasts. Pecans are good in pies, pancakes, and other, cooking stuff. I do like cashews. Kat, thank you. Let me get down here to the message. Kat says, happy birthday, Yogi. Get yourself some split peas. Man, now I feel obligated, like I have to get split peas. I might surprise you guys. One day I might surprise you guys and sit here and eat 1 spoonful of split peas. Don't hold me to that. It might not happen, but one day it might. Thank you so much, She Cooks and Roast. I love the jewels. Songahan says, we love Puppy Mommy. Me too. Jay says, and here's some mushy peas. Now here's a question. Can I take the split peas that I buy with Cat and Jack's blessings and mush them, combining 2 things at once? Or do they have to be store-bought mushy peas? That's the question. There you go. Michael, you're the blame to this. The finger is pointing right at you. I need to get out my spoon, my wagon spoon. I never thought that I would turn this spoon against its creator. But here we are. Here's where we find ourselves, guys. This, by the way, is a hand-carved Michael Burkane decorative spoon. Only reason it's decorative, it's perfectly functional because of the varnish, which gives it a nice shine. And I'll be honest with you, I like having it as a decorative spoon that I keep right here by my side. But again, I got to give it a wag to Michael, man. He's the one who brought up the mushy peas and mashed potatoes. Thank you, Kat. Nightmare says mushy peas. Mushy peas. Yes. For those our new friends, we have a mushy peas theme song. Much to my dismay. Hey, Kelsey. Kelsey Phelps is here. Says hi, everyone. Hi, Kelsey. She cooks and roasts. Is laughing. Hey, she cooks and roast. Do you have any views on mushy peas? I'm going to bring up Kelsey's channel real quick. Our friend Jace is here. Kelsey, I just subscribed to you. Our friend Home Slice, mushy peas are fire.
Oh, hello, mate. How are you?
Hey, Jace.
Good to see you. Nightmare, thank you for the message.
I know.
Mushy pea, 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 mushy pea. That's the I think that needs to be probably the channel song. It's along with a few of the other variations. Hello, Home Slice. Hope you're good. Obviously, the little love train just sort of just came out of nowhere. I have a little confession to make. Obviously, did you see bath time earlier?
No.
Oh, you missed my first stream. So Zena had a bath while I washed her in the garden, and she smells so good and she's so soft. She's like a fresh teddy bear. But whilst I was doing that, I'd got a little bit of money on a small gambling account that I'd built up from next to nothing. And I thought, you know what? I'm feeling lucky. And if I'm successfully lucky, I'm going to gift Eric a few little gestures of my good fortune. So thank the horse. It won by an absolute distance. The jockey never even had to hit it once, and they're sharing a packet of polos as we speak. So I think it was about $200 I won from nothing. So I can't moan. So there was
Thank you so much.
See, it don't work that way, does it?
Is that how it works? That's hard, like.
Yep. That's it. You got a crown. You got your crown as well now. Oh, cheers, princess.
Well, I'll tell you what. Speaking of hearts, mine is overflowing. It's bursting wide open.
The good thing is, though, don't forget the amount of love that one's heart can take is limitless, and the amount of love that we can give out is limitless. There's no limits on that thing. And don't forget that number one, that unifies us all. We are but one. We're in this boat together. And if we all row at the same time, we get to go further, faster. That's what it's all about. Support and unity, looking out for each other and sharing those good times. That's what it's for. Jason, Kelsey. Oh yeah, Jason and Kelsey. Welcome.
Kelsey's having a problem. He can't walk right now. He's bed rest and he did too much. Prayers, Kelsey.
Prayers, Kelsey. May you recover well soon. Right, I'm going to love and leave you then. But brother, as you know, you're always appreciated. And you provide this place for us all to come together 3 times a day. So it's only right that you have a birthday every day. Ciao for now. Don't forget nuts, bananas, and lots of lentils.
Lots of lentils. Much appreciated.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. Bye. Kat says prayers for Jason. Definite prayers. Anna says prayers for Jason. She cooks the most says Yogi be the big brother. He makes me reflect sometimes. I can be a little defensive about it, but I reflect anyway. She cooks the most. You're an amazing person with an amazing channel. You give out so much love on your channel. It's just inspiring to be there. You also inspire me to up my YouTube game, you know, to keep being engaging. Especially says, I say a prayer, Kelsey. Jason's going to be right back. Nightmare says, shares his success with others. A great dude. You're absolutely right about that, Nightmare. Kat says, I need a bit of warning. My headphones are on way too loud. Here's a helpful suggestion, Kat. When Jace comes up, immediately turn the volume down on the headphones. Kenny says, we missed Nature Dog Realms here. Yeah, I hope to see you later tonight. It's Wednesday, right? I think it's Thursday. That's always game day, game night. Nightmare says, brilliant, Jace. So we're going to wrap things up. Does anyone still want to do some breath work? Thank you, Home Slice. Hey, Home Slice. I'm so happy that you stumbled upon us today. You instantly became a friend. Kelsey says he's got to be took back to St. Louis soon. Thank you, everyone, for the prayers. Hey, Kelsey, if you don't mind, connect back with us and give us updates when you're able. Kelsey says, Storm Bad here. Be safe. Be safe, my friend. Kat says, this has been a lovely, love-filled chat. Thank you, Yogi and friends. It has been. Man, overwhelmingly so. Anna says, I've subscribed to Home Slice. So yeah, if you want, we can wait. We can do breath work tonight. We can do it with Willow. We can do it now, and we can do it then. Just let me know. Kelsey says, I will keep everyone updated, Yogi. Thank you, Kelsey. And my prayers will continue. Our prayers will continue. Jamie is probably just about to go live, so maybe we'll see you guys hanging out with Jamie. Pretty sure Mama Chris will be live, if she's not already live right now. I got to hang out with Daisy May this morning for a bit. Emma says, I always find it incredible how one small gesture can have a domino effect. Yeah, agreed. Love is contagious because it's like Jay said, we're recognizing the inherent oneness of all of us, of everything. It's amazing to watch. Daisy gives us a wave. Kelsey says, bye for now. I wanted to let everyone know so you wouldn't worry. Much appreciated, Kelsey. Zephyr says there's lots of love and co-creation going on. Exactly, Sniper, co-creation. So it's deeply appreciated and amazing to be part of. Because you know what? As Kat was saying, lovely, love-filled chat, and it continues. We bring this energy in someone else's live stream, and then someone else's live stream, and someone else's live stream. Like Nightmare said, a domino effect. Jay says, Nightmare, it's how we start sharing kindness and caring. Be the first domino. Or as Gandhi said, be the change you want to see in the world. The world we see now is our creation. Homestead says, yes, indeed. And we look around and we think, man, this is a pretty bad world in a lot of ways. Violence, political discord and division, children starving, people homeless, warfare. Why would we ever create that? And that's a great question. And the reason we say, why did we create this? And the reason why we did create it is because we don't know that we are the creators of the world through our projections. But that's the good news. Now we can change it. Now we can think otherwise. We can choose again and create the world the way it's supposed to be. On the 6th day, God surveyed all he created and said, it's good. It's very good. We can't look around the world right now and say, yes, it's good. However, we can return the world to as it was in God's eyes, because that's original creation. What we see now is an illusion. We can change the illusion. We can let the illusion go and exist in reality. Reality is love. Only love is real. Nothing unreal exists. Therein lies the peace of God. We got some love from She Cooks and Roasts. Thank you so much. So happy you came in here today. Website says, yes, indeed. Temple says, yes, indeed, and taking that risk. Hey, Sniper, remind me in the evening, and I'll read from the Manual of Teachers in the Course of Miracles, developing trust. Because developing trust seems to involve a certain amount, if not a great deal of risk. It certainly feels like a risk. It certainly feels like a risk for me right now to say, I'm turning everything over to the Holy Spirit. Everything. I actually thought about that last night. I thought about my channel and maybe some recent developments. Hey, Jim Rat, how are you, my friend? Jim Rat is on fire with the dance moves. Not to mention, he's developing into one of the fastest burpee practitioners out there. She says, silly baby. She Cooks the Most says, that's big. It is big. It's occurred to me, I'm still seeking to control somewhat of my channel. I'm still thinking of it as my channel, which means I'm cutting it off from the source, and the source is always love. So if you surrender, you got to go all in. You can't hold any one thing back. I said in a live stream yesterday morning, the 5 a.m. live stream, that I'm going to earn my income, my sole source of income, through kindness. If someone says, what do you do for a living? I'm going to say, be kind. So you got to go all in. No half measures. You can't be a little bit kind. You can't be selectively kind. Kindness is a demonstration of love. Speaking of love, thank you for the love home slice. Anna says, you said the turtle, Yogi. I miss her. Turtles are so awesome. So speaking of kindness and speaking of affection, catching that one turtle reaching out to get a little bit of affection. It was so cool. This episode says rare footage of Nightmare doing push-ups. Oh man, I can't believe I fell for this again. It's the second time in a row. Homesite says, later Nightmare. Homesite says, thank you for the love. Feeling it all the way in the bayou. Now I'm going to be singing Hank Williams for the rest of the day, which is a good thing. Just says, Nightmare, fancy doing a session? Hey, that would be awesome. She Cooks the Most says, well. So, hey, she cooks. That's the sense that I get from you. You don't take half measures. You show up on a live stream with She Cooks and She Roasts, and you get 100% she cooks. No half measures. Pure heart. So that's my objective. Wish me luck. All right, Silly says, gonna start driving back home. I'll be in the background. Appreciate that, Jim Rat. She Cooks Roast says facts. All right, guys. I'm actually a bit overwhelmed by this conversation. and the love that you guys showed me and showed everyone in this chat. This today, and it happens often, not every time, but it happens often, is why I decided to have a YouTube channel. And why I thought, what's someone with no specific talent for this kind of stuff? Technical stuff, filming stuff. There's thousands of exercise channels that are much better than mine. There's more realized yogis. What do I bring to the YouTube table? Same thing we all bring to any table that we choose to sit at. And that's love. If you can't create a channel and be successful by doing nothing but love, offering love, I don't know. What's the world coming to, guys? I agree, Jace. She Cooks is a beauty with such energy. And we get love. Love. All right. There you go. I can do it after all. Did I see Eric Lapointe come in? Oh. Simple says, best live stream yet. What you say, Eric Lapointe? Let's see. Let's see if we can summons. If we can manifest an Eric Lapointe. Jace says, well, we did in spirit. Jace says, invoke the spirit of Eric Lapointe. Thanks for another great live. Thank you, guys. Anna says, I subscribed, Squirrel Sniper. Awesome, Anna. All right, so we'll be back with some breath work in about 3 hours. Hopefully, guys, I'll see you over at Jamie Brown's. We'll say hi. Thanks again, guys. I love you. Most definitely, guys. I love you. She Cooks the Roast says, I feel a burpee coming up right now in honor of Eric. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. There we go. We did. We manifested Eric Lapointe. Eric Lapointe says, another great live. Thank you, Eric. Sniper says, just return the love. Thanks. Jace says, much love. Thank you, guys. Take care.